Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RedVsRed Podcast, your new favorite Manchester United fan channel. I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody who has followed us on Rumble and subscribed on YouTube. We really appreciate the engagement, guys. So please, if you haven't already, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscription, and let us know in the comments down below what you like, what we can fix, and everything of that nature, so that we can kind of tailor the content a little bit. So again, appreciate everybody that has done so and will do so in the future. And without further ado, why don't we just go ahead and hop into it today? We are going to be doing a match preview for the Everton match on Sunday. We do have the early slot, so looking forward to that early game against Everton at Old Trafford. It is going to be Ruben Amorim's first PL outing at Old Trafford, so I'm looking forward to a lot of great things to come in the future, and that future is going to start today under Ruben Amorim, or well, not today, but on Sunday against for Ruben Amorim against Everton, and so this is a team that we hopefully should be beating. They've taken 6 points out of the last 15 available to them, albeit we have also only taken 8 out of the last 15 available to us in the Premier League. So hopefully we can find a little bit of a vein of form after the Bodo Glimt game that we had yesterday in the Europa League. That was also at Old Trafford, so if we can get 2 for 2 under Ruben Amorim at Old Trafford, I think it's going to set a very good positive tone for us going forward. Rasmus Højlund is definitely somebody that I'm expecting to perform better under Ruben Amorim. I think he might not quite be the type of striker that Ruben Amorim prefers, but I think that he is going to be our best option going forward. We've seen him score 2 goals yesterday against Bodo Glimt, and he also was the person to draw the penalty against Chelsea that Bruno Fernandes was able to convert. So I'm really hoping that we could be seeing a resurgence in form for Rasmus Højlund. I think that this formation and this style of play is going to suit him a little bit better. So we'll talk about that a little bit as we kind of go through the lineup here. As usual, I do want to start from the back. And that is always going to start with Andre Onana in goal. I think he's been a very solid performer for us in recent times. He's coming up with really big saves. He's been able to put us into those attacking opportunities right off the bat. Just looking for those opportunities to be direct and kind of create those opportunities for people like Alejandro Garnacho to run onto the ball into space and take people on and get their shots away. So really appreciate all the work that he's done for us recently. Might have done a little bit better for the second goal against Bodo Glimt yesterday, but altogether, still a pretty good performance. The first one, you're just not stopping that. I don't think anybody's going to stop that one. So unfortunate on that one, but hopefully we can see a lot of the shot-stopping performances that we have seen in recent times again on Sunday. Or better yet, we can leave it up to the guys in front of him to make sure that he doesn't have to make any of those saves. And so who I've got there starting on Sunday against Everton is Martinez, De Ligt, and Mazraoui. I think this is going to be probably, the center back, or the not really pairing, but trio that we'll see until the likes of Johnny Evans, Harry Maguire, Lenny Yoro, and Victor Lindelof all come back from injury. So we could see Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire on the bench, I think, for Sunday. Lenny Yoro is going to be out for at least another week, and Victor Lindelof, to my knowledge, still does not have a time frame to come back. So in the meantime, Mazraoui is going to have to kind of slide into that center back spot. And this is let's make no mistake, this is a pretty solid back three for us. I think Martinez and Mazraoui are going to be very good at shutting down wingers, trying to break through the lines and get in on goal. Both of them are pretty good tacklers. I think Lisandro Martinez a little bit more so. I think that Mazraoui is a little bit better at picking out the passes and creating interceptions, and De Ligt is there to kind of shore up anything that comes in through the air. I would like to see a little bit better awareness from him. I think that at times he has kind of looked a little bit lost and is missing the runners that he's supposed to be tracking, or not getting into the spaces that he needs to cut off those passes. So Still looking for the best out of DeLitt. I think we've seen glimmers of what he can be at times, but we need a little bit better baseline of consistent form for him. So here's to hoping that starts today, or not today, but on Sunday against Everton. And you might see in front of them a familiar but often missing piece in the form of one Luke Shaw. I think that he's gotten his last couple of performances, last couple substitute run-outs against both Ipswich and Sporadiclese, so he's gotten some minutes under him, and I think that left wing back position is really going to be his to lose once he's form and fitness ready, and I think that this could be the game that he starts to kind of kickstart that form that we're hoping that we can find for him. He's been out since February or March, so that puts him at 8 or 9 months that he's not really played a whole lot of football for us because he's gone and played for England and injured himself over the summer, and so that's not really what we are hoping for as Manchester United fans that he continues to do. So fingers crossed that he can stay off that injured reserve list and stay on the front in the first team for a significant portion of this season, because again he's one of those players that is just so versatile. He's fast. He's actually pretty powerful. He's got great attacking awareness as well as good defensive positioning, and I think overall he's just the most complete wingback that we've got on our roster. It's just a matter of keeping him fit. Next to him, I'm picking Christian Eriksen. I think that Kobbie Mainoo is still, probably not quite match ready. He was selected for the bench yesterday against Sporadiclese, but he did not feature as a substitute. So I'm wondering if we're just waiting a little bit to make sure that he, that he's not rushed back into things. I could definitely see him coming off the bench, but I don't know that Ruben Amorim is going to want to risk re-injuring him, considering that he's probably one of our best choices in that role. Him and Mason Mount can definitely perform similar functions in that role. We saw Bruno Fernandes there yesterday, and Mason Mount instead being employed as an attacking midfielder. So, there's definitely some options there, and so that spot will kind of be up for grabs. But right now, I think Christian Eriksen's going to occupy that role next to Manuel Ugarte, who should be, probably one of our more consistent central midfield picks. He and Casemiro kind of serve similar purposes, but we've noticed in recent times that Casemiro just hasn't really been able to fill out that role of kind of the punisher, the destroyer in that midfield, the person that's intercepting the passes, making the tackles, and protecting that back line. So I think Ugarte definitely has the skill set required to perform that function, as well as, just making smart plays on the ball whenever he does have it. I'm hoping that he'll have the presence of mind to offload quickly. I don't think he's necessarily the type of person that you would be looking to carry the ball forward or pick out a killer pass, but that's not what he's there for, right? He's there to cut things out, stop their play, and get us into a quick transition period. So one of those people that he can put into those positions to transition quickly is right next to him in the form of Amad Diallo, who I think has seen a bit of a resurgence in form. He had the killer run against Ipswich in the Premier League last weekend, and just absolutely beautiful run. Dealing with multiple defenders simultaneously and still being able to break away from the tackle. He's able to keep the ball very close to him, which is, surprising given that he does have a good bit of pace and his acceleration is great. So, altogether, I think he's going to be a boon for us for many years to come. He's just a phenomenal player, and we know that he has what it takes to score goals and create them, and so it's just a matter of getting that bit of consistency. So hoping that this match against Everton on Sunday is going to be another one of those matches that, he just breaks out and is able to really just kind of manipulate the field of play in the ways that he wants to. And I think that's going to be very good for a Rasmus Højlund type who has been desperate for service, and Amad Diallo can provide that. In front of them, I think it's going to be Alejandro Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes, our captain. I think this is just kind of a sensible pairing. I think Garnacho has been one of our best performers all season long and is going to continue to do so. He got his goal yesterday to open the scoring against Sporadiclese, thanks to Rasmus Højlund's press off of a questionable back pass. And so, Rasmus Højlund doing all of that work, and then Alejandro Garnacho just being hungry, looking for those opportunities and taking them whenever he's got them. That's kind of his MO, right? Take the opportunities where you can get them and create them whenever there are none. And so cutting in from that left-hand side, he should be starting out a little bit more central, so it should be, a little bit easier for him to, find that half yard of space instead of having to, cut in multiple yards and then create the space. So it should kind of play into his favor being in this formation, in this setup. Hopefully what I'd really like to see from him is to kind of have the presence of mind and the vision to, know when to take on the opportunity and take the shot yourself, or to offload the ball and create a more advantageous position for somebody else. I think that's one of the few criticisms that I'd really have for him, is that sometimes he's shooting whenever there's a better passing option available to give the opportunity to someone else. And so that just comes with time, right? And he's not easily discouraged too, which I think is great. It's something that we've struggled with in that position over the last season or so with Marcus Rashford, is his confidence. And whenever he's missing all of his shots or not being able to take people on and beat them, his confidence just dips. Whereas Garnacho is always ready to take that next opportunity and really search for it, and break out of a bad vein of form as soon as possible. So props to him. I think he should be good for a goal tomorrow against Everton. I'm hoping so. And a lot of that's going to depend on his center attacking midfield partner in Bruno Fernandes. He kind of gets the offense going, right? He's the one that's picking out the passes, that's holding the ball up to engage other people in the play, and as well as taking good quality shots. He's always got a good bit of skill in his arsenal whenever he needs it and it's available, and it makes sense in the situation. And so, looking forward to him hopefully helping us get on the score sheet. I don't know exactly if he will be getting on the score sheet himself, but I'd love to see an assist or two from him tomorrow. We need to get Rasmus Højlund involved, and he can help do that as well. And so Rasmus Højlund, 2 goals yesterday, really, really great performance. Could have had 3 if Garnacho wasn't there to kind of put away that first opportunity. So he's definitely one of our best strikers in terms of, or best shot and opportunity takers on the team. Yesterday he had a lot of work to do after that ball had come into him. Whenever he took the touch, kind of cushioned it to himself, and then shot between 2 defenders, to get the ball to the back post and score that goal. So he definitely has it in his arsenal to take those shots, those awkward shots that probably a lot of other people on the team aren't going to be able to make. It's just a matter of getting that service to him. And so this formation, change of tactics, the higher press, I think all of this is going to play into us being able to find the best form for Rasmus Højlund as possible. I think the striker position is his to lose. We've seen Marcus Rashford already play in that role. To decent effect. He was the one that scored the goal against Ipswich Town, so that's great. I love to see that, but I think Højlund has to be our number 1 pick up top. It's going to be best for us as a team, as a unit, and best developmentally for Rasmus Højlund. We just need we need a player like him to come in and score all of the opportunities that we have wasted throughout the entirety of this season. I think we have the highest negative disparity in expected goals to actual goals, and a lot of it comes down to conversion rate. And he is the striker on Manchester United that has the best conversion rate, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of shots on goal and scoring them. So fingers crossed that we can get him involved a little bit more and find a good vein of form for him. So all in all, I think it's going to be a good match for us. I'm expecting us to win this match, and I'm going to go with 2-1. We still have shown that we are a bit porous on defense, and so I think that Dwight McNeil is definitely going to be a threat. I believe Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well is going to be able to cause some problems for us. So, we just have to keep our heads up and, pay attention and make sure that we're not losing marks and, losing track of runners and all of that. And I think that, as long as we come out and we start quickly like we have been against Ipswich and Sporadiclese, I think we're going to be good for another early goal inside the first 10 minutes. Then it's just a matter of maintaining that and not giving up the points as we are wont to do. We have a tendency of scoring a first goal and then immediately kind of like putting ourselves in our little shell and trying not to concede. But we've shown that that is not a good thing for us, and that we are giving up those opportunities regardless of whether or not we shell up or we continue to attack. So we might as well continue attacking, right? Hoping that we can be a bit more direct. Christian Eriksen's got the vision. Bruno Fernandes has the vision. We should have some pace on the wings. And hopefully we can get some good service into the box, and we can make the best use out of our striker in Rasmus Højlund and find him a good vein of form, because if he's scoring goals, we're going to be doing well. So again, my prediction 2-1. Let me know down in the comments. Is this the lineup that you think Ruben Amorim is going to pick? Is this the lineup that you would pick? Do you agree with the match prediction? Just let me know down in the comments. We'd love to engage with you guys a little bit more. So definitely hit the like on the video as well as comment down below. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys after the match on Sunday. So you will see the Saffron Man and myself doing the post-match reaction there on Sunday. So be sure to stick around for that. Be looking for that about an hour or two after the match. And really looking forward to that. So I will see you guys then.